Hey guys, Dan the Wolfman here. What's in the boxes? Guys, I got something pretty interesting here. Uh, Daddy 1911 has been around for 110 years. He's very manly, been in 2 world wars, and every other adventure U.S. military's pretty much been on. But he's been looking at these Palmer pistols. He's been looking at Glocks, the other most popular handgun. So what I got here is the ATI FXH 45 hybrid. So what this is a 1911 with a Palmer frame, 2 steel inserts, and Glock sights. So Palmer frame and Glock sights kind of combines 2 of the most popular type of pistols there are around. So there was your hit, American Tactical. You'll have to subscribe. We'll get to this one later. I wanted to see what's kind of the best, shortest, longest, working around a house type budget firearm there is, and one of the best pistols either for carry or for home defense. It's railed on a budget. So this one's about 500. You can get them 380, 400 even. I just looked. This one MSRP 450, and that's about what they're going for. In fact, they're all sold out right now. But if you look for gun deals on gun.deals, you will probably be able to find one. So Daddy 1911 wanted to get hybrid, because what's the problem with, and this one is scratched up a bit because it's been a T&E loaner to other people and federal government. I get T&E loaners, and they go back often, so, don't be trying to get them. So this one, it did come a bit scratched up, but I love the way it feels. You got Palmer grip, finger grooves that fit me really well. I have XL hands. You do have a checkered back metal mainspring housing, extended beaver tail, ambidextrous safety. So comes very featured pack. You can't get into a 1911 under $700 typically. With MSRP is way higher than that. This is $450. Okay? And made here in America, guys, unlike others. American Tactical is in Somerville, South Carolina, where I used to live and even bounce at the Honky Tonk Saloon. So, empty weapon, comes with one 8-round magazine. They sent me a couple extras. Very good magazines. Look like they're rebranded or not branded the same as ACT magazines with a slightly different finish. I've had great success with ACT ACT magazines in the past. Empty firearm. Now, the problems with the 1911, 2 problems. Price, we already talked about, and weight. Most 1911 full sizes are like 40, 42 ounces. This thing's weighing in without magazine at 31.2 ounces, and I've seen listed 32.5 ounces, which is probably with a 8-round magazine. This is a full 5-inch Glock compatible sights, so I don't love Glock sights. I'm going to swap these out to some Axis sights. Black serrated rear with a bright front orange. So that will be great. These were only like $55, minimalist sights. So you can easily modify because it's a 1911. I got grips to hook me up. Aluma grips, 1911 grips. Fortunately, I don't know if the right side is going to be okay because it's ambi because of what I got. But I will throw that on here and just showing you could personalize the FXH 45 Moxie easily, cheaply. Throw on whatever grips you want, like Aluma grips. Throw on whatever night sights you want, like XS. I think a bright orange front sight and a black serrated rear. That's all you really need. That's good for the visual field and on the cheap. It is optics ready. Not many 1911s come optics ready. You can buy 2 different plates from ATI. One of them is RMR footprint, so probably could handle the 507C series and all that as well. You might have to shave down the screw or something, but so maybe you can check that out in the future. Extended beaver tail, grip safety, that's awfully nice. Ambidextrous, thumb safety, that's very nice. Lightweight, feels great in the hand, great ergos, that's very nice. Let's check out the trigger. Not bad, not bad. 1911 will probably break in a bit, I'm sure. little bit of taped up, nice skeletonized. It was a little dirty down here, so it makes you think, and scratched up a bit, guys. I'm sure yours won't. That means it's been with other testers, and you know he was messing around probably with the stop there. But that's what's great about the old 1911. But it's a modern, it's a hybrid, it's a Moxie. You got Moxie, kid? And if you're going, well, why? Well, 1911s are awesome. I haven't had one in about 20 years. And then I shot my friend Slick 50s. The video's coming up in a bit. I shot some of his 1911 collection. And I'm like, I want to get one. And this, I'm like, what is really good nowadays with everything going on the last year and a half for home defense, but on a budget? And then reached out, and the rep for ATI says, well, we could probably get you this. I was actually looking at one of their commanders, but I like this better because I like a front night sight for a carry or home defense pistol. And so easy to swap out is a huge, huge benefit. It looks good inside. The guy at the gun that runs the gun store, gun range I go to, he wanted to take it apart, took a quick look. It's nice, beveled, very smooth feed ramp. Looks like a very nice barrel. And, nice long steel inserts, guys. And the reason I said yes to this after seeing the weight is I looked at some of the slightly different earlier models that had slide cuts in it. And one YouTuber, not one of these paid YouTubers that say everything's awesome, but a regular dude put 5,000 rounds through it, flawless. So I'm really looking forward to get this range. I'm going to do 2 different range trips, guys, because my thumb's badly broken after doing a little bit of combatives and jiu-jitsu and teaching some stuff. Look at my page, all my playlists, guys, and then I went against a guy who was teaching some of the Army Special Forces, high-level Tumiki Aikido guy. Got that video coming out soon. We decided to play pretty hard at the end of class. Okay, so we talked about 1911s are great, especially the Moxie's great because you can change out the sights easily, and you can always get cool personalized wolf grips like these from Illuma Grips, or I'm also friends with Altamont Grips. I love those as well. So some nice Redwood Ultimate grips would probably look good on Rosewood on that. What's also great about 1911s is you can get all kinds of different brand of magazines. This is railed, so for home defense, boom, there's my light. Let me grab a 10-round magazine. I'm going to drop the slide first. Okay, no, I'm not going to chamber it. Putting in a 10-round Wilson Combat magazine, so I would be ready to rock with 11 rounds, safeties on, nice and safe, and this could be a good bedside type gun in a drawer if you didn't have kids around, and boom, you're ready to go. 10+1 and a light. Also, guys, the rails kind of will be nice to use as an accelerator grip because your thumb gets really big in here, and so that's really going to be nice to hold down the recoil. Why 45? Well, you newbies, I have a 4-part series mathematically breaking it down. 45 ball does 62% more damage, tissue crush, than 9mm ball. Hollow points do anywhere from 1.5 to 2.13 times the tissue crush damage as equivalent same brand 9mm hollow points. This is a 5-inch barrel, so even some of the cheaper hollow points will get good expansion, unlike some of like the 3.5-inch 45s don't. From the cheaper hollow points, you have to be more selective. But full 5 inches at light enough weight to carry, 31, 32.5 ounces or so, maybe 33 ounces with this Wilson Combat magazine gives you 10+1, which is also a great thing if you get banning happening in the States and or magazine unconstitutional limits. Okay, so guys, just going to show you quickly. I'm going to try it out with all these different magazines. Got 3 of their ATI magazines that look pretty similar to the ACT magazines. Got 2 of those. Got a Wilson 47D. Got 2 of the 10-round Wilson Combat. I got a Shooting Star CM8 or whatever magazine. Pretty good quality magazine. And even a 10-round McGar magazine. I also love McGar magazines, and the Wilson Combat are probably the best you can get for a 1911, but it comes with a magazine that looks like ACK magazines I've had loaded for long times and used in other firearms, and had no issues. So it seems identical, just different branded and a slightly different finish. Okay, because it's railed, it might be hard to find and there's a different, bigger, oversized trigger guard that guides your finger in. So, you can operate with this bad boy, put a light on it, and whatnot. Now, for holsters, already I found all kinds of leather holsters work. Relentless Tactical. I'll probably go to the range the first time with that. That works out superbly, and I've been carrying it around the house. Very, very comfortable. Wanted to see what else I had. I have a Bianchi Model 105 Minimalist, size 12. This fits it perfectly. This is basically made for like Smith & Wesson third gens. My good friends at Don Hume, USP inside the waistband, fits it perfectly. All kinds of H&K type. So their H&K style holster actually fits it perfectly, even though it's longer barreled, just goes out the bottom. And then they also have their JIT slide for the various H&K pistols, also fits it perfectly. So outside waistband, inside waistband, outside waistband, inside waistband, that's got you covered. And let me just show you one thing. Bear with me, guys. Throw the light on, because people are going to wonder about holsters and whatnot. Let's throw the light on, and guys, please watch the entire range review. Sorry, having a bit of problems there. That's how I would rock it for home defense, and possibly even carry, because you could carry it around the house, since it is a safety, not a striker fired. RFT remora, so the RFT is kind of hard, and no, it doesn't collapse. Okay, the RFT models, this one is for like a Beretta 92 or large size autos, and with the light, so I could actually carry that. Why? Because you have an external safety and you have a grip safety. So if you wanted to carry with a light, or just have it carry with a light around the house, a grab and go, because maybe you got a rifle or maybe a short shotgun to take care of your home defense needs, but you always want a backup, so you throw this in your pants to go, if you got to go, investigate things. So there is stuff out there, and that's just from my drawer of holsters. So guys, I'm excited to get this to the range, because I haven't had a 1911 in like 20 years, and I used to love them, and I will have to get used to sweeping that safety off. Yes, it's still an empty chambered firearm. Okay. I've gone through SWAT school, and I kind of know what I'm doing. Been around firearms my whole life. But, again, I got to get used to... having a little trouble dropping the slide. I got to get used to the 1911 platform again. And it is a little bit wider, perhaps, than that. These are thin grips. But that's probably a little bit better for most people, and you can always get thin or wider 1911 grips. So again, being able to personalize it with sights, night sights, anything like that, and grips, and use all these different brand magazines. We're going to test out the functionality first, guys, not really speed and accuracy, and then the second trip will kind of rock and roll, because I want to function test it with both brass ammunition and with cheap Tula steel as well. So after we get through some brass and different magazines, hopefully, I expect good things based on all the reviews of the earlier model of this. I expect very good things from this. It's made in America, limited lifetime warranty on all their firearms after starting in 2015, and Somerville, South Carolina, where I used to bounce. So it says it right there. So I'm kind of happy about that. So support a great American firearm. Daddy 1911 looked at Mommy Glock and said, okay, I'm finally ready to try something out. And they made the hybrid FXH 45 Moxie. And anyway, guys, for $450, do you think, as long as it functions good, which I think it's going to based on all the reviews, and I'm going to test it, and I'll push it the second time I take it out, it's probably a great, great budget offering just like this. So subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up, share, subscribe. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Have you tried out an ATI recently? And if not, why not? Go to the ATI website and check out a lot because they make their own like this here, and they import some really, really cool, lightweight, short stuff. Great for home defense and maybe even SWAT entry teams and stuff like that. All right, guys, I'm Dan the Wolfman, and I'll catch you on the flip side.